Hi beautiful people, my name is Bridget and this is Anubis, aka my beautiful noodle boy. He's been such a good boy with his new little sister. He's been so good and loving. But anyways, today I wanted to do a get ready with me video. I wanted to do my face because we have a couple things to do tonight. And I wanted to reflect on 2021 now that the year's coming to a close and I don't think much is going to change between now and the next 2 weeks when the year is over. So I just want to reflect on my year. A lot of things happened and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and I'm also going to be testing out 2 new things I haven't talked about on my channel. The new Colourpop Gone Matte palette, which is another one of these mega palettes I'm a sucker for. Like, it's just so pretty, and it's all mattes. And I also have this One Size Beauty Secure the Blur primer. So, I have 2 new things to test out today on my face, and let's go ahead and do that. I'm also just going to use the little Colourpop Black Cat Mirror from the Hocus Pocus collection. But yeah, this year has been a lot. It's been a lot. There's been some ups, there's been some downs. I mean, I think the biggest thing, like, starting off 2021 is, well, we didn't do anything for New Year's, we stayed at home. But at the beginning of 2021, I had just moved in with my boyfriend, maybe like a month prior. I think like this time last year, or maybe it was November. It was November or December of 2020 that I moved in with Cortland for the first time. So right before 2021 started, and now that 2021's ended, we have a whole new place together. We're married, which is amazing. But at the beginning of 2021, I really was like, is this gonna be a year like 2020? Because that was a mess. And the only good thing to happen in 2020 was that I met Cortland in the first place. So yeah, 2021 started, moved in, views took a chunkin' when I moved in with him, which, I mean, literally anytime I have a man in my videos or, you know, talk about them a lot, I usually dip in views, which doesn't make any sense to me considering I have like a female-based channel. I don't know, it doesn't really bother me anymore, but I did notice a significant decrease and everything when I moved in with him. But since I wasn't having like all the bills on myself because I was living with someone then, it wasn't too bad. And then quickly into 2021, I got married. So in April, we signed our marriage certificate and became a married couple, which was so weird. Can I tell you how weird it was? Like, I don't even think I explained in my like I did like a 3-minute announcement we got married video at the end of April because we kept it secret for a few weeks. Since he wanted to plan a ceremony, which I didn't, we'll get into that too, but basically to get married during a panoramic, because you're legally married once you have the certificate, and there's a ceremony and someone signs it, blah, 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 but I got the certificate, we got the marriage certificate over a Zoom call, and we weren't even in the same room because he was at work. So you had to book the appointment ahead of time. They fit you in a schedule and you get what you get. And of course it was like the middle of the day on a Thursday that we had this meeting. And I've never used Zoom by myself. I've used like a Skype before for like meetings and stuff. I've never used an actual Zoom before, so I didn't know how to do any of that. And I was like, oh my gosh, what if I can't figure it out? I'm here by myself. If I miss this meeting, we're not going to get another one probably for a while because it was so hard to get one in the first place due to limited scheduling with the Chamber of Commerce. So it ended up working out, even though we weren't in the same room. We got our marriage certificate, did all our paperwork. Honestly, verifying your identity over a Zoom call is super sketch. They ask you for your social, they ask for your name and everything so they can fill everything out, but they never ask to see anything. Like, they looked at our driver's license over the Zoom thing, but like it was not good quality. I don't know how they trusted that we were who we said we were, and they never, I guess they did verify our socials and stuff on their end. Maybe they just looked it up because I'm sure they have the power to do that, but it was so weird. And then it didn't feel like a real thing because like you gotta wait for it to come in the mail and have it signed by a notary public when you do the ceremony and everything, which was a trial in itself. But we got it done. No big deal. In the end of the day, I panicked and freaked out more about it than I thought I now what I really shouldn't have panicked at all about it. So we got married in the beginning of April, got issued our marriage certificate, got it officialized by a notary, and then it was a matter of, okay, how do we tell people, you know? Like, I don't really have that many people to tell, you know? I tell the internet. So that's not a big deal for me. For him, though, he was like, I don't want to do this the wrong way. I'm very religious. I don't want my family to think I did something, like, on a whim. And I'm like, that's what I wanted. I wanted on a whim. But eventually, they got told, and that same day I put it out into the internet on my personal social media. And then you guys found out, like, I think the same day, actually. I'm not really sure. Or around the same time. It was just such a, like, weird situation. It wasn't, like, very romantic. It was just, like, formality, paperwork, and just telling people what we did. But then it came time, oh, Lord, for the ceremony. Because he wanted one for his family and his religion so it feels official to them, mostly. Rather than, like, hey, we did this, our thing on our own. I don't need anyone's permission to be married to anybody, you know? But he felt like it was the right thing to do. So we did it. It was the worst experience of my life. Honestly, if you're like, oh, I don't want a ceremony, and the other person does, compromise and give them what they want to a degree. But do not follow what everyone on the internet says about, you need this giant thing. You need to feed all these people. You need to buy a venue. You need to do all this. No, you don't. Like, I think, because we rented a park, I think our venue for the day cost like $65. And it was 10 minutes there. I mean, I really kind of feel like we didn't even need the permit because we were there in and out so quickly. Especially because it was raining. But we wanted to do it the right way. And, like, it was fine. As far as, like, the actual ceremony, it was super short. Maybe, like, 3 minutes. We were done. No one eat the cake. Don't fuss over food and stuff because a lot of people won't even eat it. Certain people didn't talk to me at my own wedding. So I will spend the rest of my life to avoid them like the plague. Because I don't, you know, I was like really hurt by that at the time. And our ceremony was like in June, so it's been a while. I was very hurt by that at the time. Like, wow. Just the rudeness of it all, especially since this person in particular has been nothing but rude about my appearance for over a year. Like, if I have half black and half red hair in a picture, right, and I post a picture with Cortland, they have to make a nasty comment being like, you look like you have puppies locked in your basement. First of all, my hair wasn't even black and white like Cruella, and that's just not something you say to somebody. Or I post a picture with orange hair and they'd come out of nowhere being like, you look so much better with blonde hair. With natural colored hair, sorry. That's what I meant to say. Natural colored hair. Like, just things like that that didn't need to be said, especially when I've never met that person before. It was just so rude. And I do hold a grudge against it. I'm not going to front about it. I do hold a grudge against it. And I didn't mean for this to be like a tea video, but it's on my mind. I just feel like thinking about the whole year, that was something, getting married is the best thing to ever happen to me. I couldn't be happier. And I love my rings. I love my rings. So pretty. But the ceremony is probably like worst day of my life. It feels like it's so dramatic to say, and it's not the worst day of my life. I've definitely had worse. I mean, 2020, I was getting stalked and stuff, and in an abusive situation. So, like, I'm happy with 2021 wasn't the worst year ever, and the wedding was not the worst thing in the world to me. But it really showed me that people are horrible, and I would never do it again. I don't care if he's like, oh, we need to review our vows. Review it with me, because I ain't doing another ceremony. It's not worth it to me at all. So, yeah, we did the ceremony, and I just feel like people are nasty, and I don't care if I'm technically related to someone now because of being married. I didn't sign up for them. I signed up for him. So I don't have to be nice to someone who's rude to me. I don't. And I'm not going to go out of my way to be rude to someone. I'm not even saying who it is. I'm not going to, and I'm not even going to confront them with it because they don't matter to me enough in that sense. Like, it's not worth my time to go out of my way to start beef with someone who already has something up their butt against me, and when they got told we were married, said that it was bad for their soul, that I'm gonna weigh their soul down. Because they automatically assumed I wasn't Christian because of how I looked, and I'm not. I'm agnostic. But, like, I think it's just rude to come at someone being like, they're bad for your soul, not congratulations on getting married. You know, I just didn't like that. Don't like all the comments on my appearance. And I don't think they know what I do for a living. They literally were asking guests at our wedding, like, oh, what's the bride's name again? You got the invite. You've made many comments on my appearance. Pretty sure you know your name, my name. You're just trying to be funny. There's also pictures of this person, like, laughing as we walk up together, which was just so rude. That's probably the worst thing to happen to me in 2021, is having to deal with this person. So I'm not going to, you know? So much tea right then, and it wasn't meant to be. I didn't even think about this when I was thinking about what happened in 2021. I just thought about the wedding, and it gets me riled up every single time, and this person, I'm not gonna be friends with. And people are gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't spill your personal anything on the internet. They don't know what I do for a living. They apparently don't even know my name. And, you know, since we don't associate, I feel like it's fine. It was just a wedding situation, and I feel like everyone has something bad at their wedding. Noodle's so cute. Everyone has something bad at their wedding. Something goes wrong. I just wish mine wasn't rain and people being mean to me, you know? Like, I feel like I didn't need both of those things on my wedding day. So, yeah, it also rained terribly bad. Like, as soon as the 3-minute ceremony was done, it was really like, does anyone want cake? No one wants it? Okay, pack up the tables for anybody even, like, says congratulations to me. Like, let's get out of here. It's about to pour. And they say it's good luck for it to rain on your wedding day. It didn't feel like it, though. It felt like a whole ordeal. I have the whole my wedding experience video instead of, like, a regular formal, oh my god, wedding video, since the audio was screwed up for my ceremony. But yeah, like, getting married was the best thing to happen to me in 2021. Having that ceremony was the worst thing to happen to me in 2021. But, you know, I survived. Anyways, I'm going to use the Gone Matte palette now, the new Colourpop one. I'm going to use the Roll Around Black shade for my eyebrows. The Jeffree Star and Morphe brush. I know these are discontinued. I know they're gone forever, but I really like this brush, and I don't like Morphe, but the brush is nice. I'm not going to sit here and say the brush isn't nice. Let me also zoom you in a little bit. Okay, that's better. Anyways, ceremony was the worst thing to happen. Wedding or marriage, best. Like, it's the only thing I've ever wanted my entire life is to be married. And I couldn't be more happy with who I married. Like, honestly, Courtland and I already exchanged Christmas gifts last night. He got me an espresso machine, which is so awesome. Like, I don't drink coffee all the time, but you know when you want it, you want it. And years ago, I had the original Nespresso machine, and it was super expensive. And then when I moved to Florida, I just left it. So I haven't had a coffee maker since, and it's not really, like, a big thing for me. Like, I love the smell of coffee more than the taste of coffee. So I can't drink black coffee, but I like it with creamer and everything. I think most people are the same way. Not everybody drinks it black. So he got me an espresso machine. I got him a bunch of tools. Nothing, like, expensive. Like, I feel like his gift was a big gift, and mine was, like, a whole bunch of fun stuff, like fun Fruity Pebbles boxers, a Gizmo keychain, some tools, clamps, and straight edges, and a cool electric lighter and stuff. Yeah, he really went big this year. I didn't even expect that from him, which is so kind. He's so nice. So, very happy with my marriage. He's also buying me a new phone today because my phone is ancient. So I have a Note 8. I got it when it first came out, since the Note 7 was, like, recalled back in the day. I got a Note 8, and it's been dying for years. Like, I've had to change the SIM card twice. It keeps eating them and killing them. So it'll be like, no SIM card inserted, you gotta restart your phone 2 times, and, you know, I replaced the SIM card and everything at the cell phone store. A lot of the times it's not responsive when I touch the touchscreen in certain areas. Most of the time it works fine, but sometimes there's just glitches in it, and it's dying. Because I've had it paid off for so long. I feel like once you pay a phone off, it automatically just starts going downhill, and I think I've had the phone for 4 or 5 years now. So yeah, whenever the Note 8 originally came out was when I first got it. And I've had the same phone ever since, which, I mean, I'm not someone who needs, oh my god, the next generation of phone, here's the newest phone ever. I don't need that. I just need a better camera, because those cameras are not as good as, you know, they should be. I can't take Instagram pictures on my phone. Like, that would be not ideal in any situation. It's just not a good camera, especially the front camera. So he's getting me a new phone today, which is going to be super nice. Since I haven't had one in literally years. I'm using the Fluff Up cream shade now on my lid crease area. So yeah, he's giving me a new phone too, which is super nice. Like, I didn't expect him, like, we don't need this, we need to save money, we can't afford this right now. He's like, your phone's dying, it's been dying for years, let's go ahead and do it while it's on sale. And I'm like, okay, don't think I deserve you, sir, but I appreciate it. And yeah, so that's what's happening today. That's why I'm getting my face all done. But I'm gonna go into the Cuddles now, just because I really like the name of this shade. It's this one right here. I'm gonna put it in my crease. We're just gonna do a really simple eye look today. The rest of my year was pretty, like, quiet, I'd say. Like, I did start my shop, theopencrypt.com, this year. And I'm very happy with how that, you know, has turned out for me. It's like a big passion of mine now. Like, the days where I get sales are like, oh my gosh, this is working. Like, people like what I'm making and building and stuff. And it's so insane to me. I'm not used to it yet, even though it's been almost a year. I think I started it in... or I released it anyways in February. It took me a while to, like, think of the website, build the website, think of the products, get the products in stock and everything. Like, this was such a huge year for that, and I can't believe it's real life, you know? I'm also going to take this shade Sleepwalker for the outer corner of my crease. Also, this is an E35 from Sigma brush, blending brush. So... yeah, I mean, with Cortland and everything, with personal life, we moved in September to this apartment, and it's been very nice to have a kitchen I can actually move around in. It's been nice to have a big pantry, and it's in a nicer, just complex in general, but it is a little bit of a burden for rent, you know, because rent's super high. Like, the housing market in general is super high right now. So we would like to buy a house in 2022. It's like the goal. But the housing market is so high. It's so overpacked. I saw an article last night, just when I was scrolling through stuff, that, like, there's a house shortage in Jacksonville and everything, which is going to make it really hard to find one. And then there's a million people bidding before you. Like, if you see the listing first and you get your bid in first, there's no guarantee you'll even get it. I've heard of some people we know even bidding higher on a house and not getting it. Like, the house owner takes a lower bid, which seems sketchy since bids are supposed to be anonymous. Like, why would you not take the more money, you know? So I think it's going to be really tough to get a house, but that's really the goal, because I feel like renting is wasting money, especially how much rent this is for a 2-bedroom apartment. But we needed a better layout and space. And we also got Akasha, our little baby kitten, and I'm super happy with her. At the beginning of the year, we got Anubis. Feels like we had him forever. He feels like just a part of our family that we had forever. But beginning of, like, January, I think, January, February, we adopted him because his cat Bonkers died, and we were, like, feeling like there needed something else in the household to fill the void. And we got him. He had been through a foster family for a really long time, and she didn't want to keep him. And he had a lot of digestional issues, which took a lot of money and a lot of vet visits and medications, trying this and that to get his bowels under control. But once we find the right medication treatment for him, it's honestly been amazing. He's the best cat in the world. I also do think I want something on shimmery on the lid, so I'm going to take this Milk and Cookies Ofra highlighter on my lid. So yeah, beginning of the year we got Anubis, and he is my babe. He's my boo-boo noodle. Most of the time I just call him boo-boo because he's my boo-boo. So we got him, and he got his health under control, which is super good because he used to poop on us. Like, it would just leak out of him. So when he go to bed with us, he would just leave a trail of poop, and he couldn't handle it. Like, he couldn't hold his poop, and it was always liquid and always really stinky. But we got him under control. I know that was probably TMI, but it was just what we dealt with at the beginning of the year. Got his health under control, got his medication under control, and then we got baby Akasha last weekend, and it's just, She's so sweet. She's a lot of work. She's a lot of work because she's so small. She's 2 months old. And anytime she wakes up, she needs to be like coddled. She needs to be taken to the litter box to make sure she's going. She needs to be like fed every couple hours. And she can't eat regular kitten food yet. We've tried to get her to eat regular kitten food. And I don't think she has the best teeth to chomp it up yet. Like bite it really well. So she's eating wet food right now. She's starting to eat foods that are more meats and chunky meats in it and stuff, which is really good. Slow progress in only a week, but it's progress. And the other cats are getting used to her. We still have Biddy and Zatchel who aren't exactly fans of her yet, but it's not even been a week yet, so they're doing really well. Azrael and Nubis had no problems with her. They're fine together, which is amazing. And I'm super happy with my little cat family of 5 and everything. It's sweet. I love them so much, and because we don't leave the house, we don't go do stuff, they really are just like our entire worlds, and I wouldn't change them. We also go to the fish tank for the cats to watch, and they quite enjoy that, which has been more work because, you know, you gotta keep the water fresh, you gotta feed them every day. Honestly, keeping the water conditions right has been a little bit tricky, but I feel like we got a good beat on it now. That's been like a month, so you got cat television by having fish in the house. And I'm happy with how everything goes. I'm hoping 2022 is good as well. I want to grow my shop. I feel like keeping candles and wax melts and things in stock are hard, but I quite enjoy making them. I find it a very relaxing, peaceful process to make them. So I want to keep doing those. I also want to make more sublimated products, like our blankets in stock. They're all hand dyed into the fabric through sublimation by me, which is harder because I have to go across town to a place that has the machines for it, because obviously I don't have that big equipment. So that is a little bit more work for those, but I feel like they look so good, and the fact that it's not like a cheap press on from like a bunch of other brands, like they just vinylly press something onto a shirt and it's just gonna get crunchy and fall off your shirt later. Like, I'm glad I don't have that kind of process because I want the quality to last forever, so dyeing it directly into the fabric makes it last forever and not crunchy. It's soft just like the rest of the fabric. I love those products, so I want to, you know, get more of those in the shop. I also want to be better at keeping things in stock because I make very small batches. Like, I make wax melts or candles. I'm making like 1, maybe 2 candles and maybe 3 wax melts. So I keep them in very small batches. It does make keeping them in stock harder, but I'm always scared like they're not going to sell. So I want to make a ton of them. Then I'll be stuck with less product and spend all the money making the product. And then it just sits there. You know, I don't really want that. So I need to find a better balance of like, how many do I make? How many do I know I can sell without like wasting money on product that's just going to sit, you know? So I need to find a good balance for that and expand my products. Like, I'm happy. I'd be perfectly happy just being a wax melt company, to be honest. I love wax melts because they're good to hoard. Like, I love hoarding candles too, but I love hoarding wax melts as well because you can add them to any room, especially a bathroom. I feel like you got a wax melter in your bathroom, it's always gonna smell fantastic, you know? But yeah, I need to find a good balance of expanding products as well as keeping things in stock better and keeping it going, you know? Sometimes I don't get sales for a couple days and I'm like, failing miserably, but you know, it's just how it is. Business picks up, business goes down. I just need to find a bigger audience as well, because I need to, like, I'm so thankful for you guys, like, you have no idea, but I also want to expand my business to, you know, be past just my regular viewers. I want it to just be, you know, anyone who thinks everything looks cool. I need to expand it as far as marketing, and I'm not good at that. I don't know how to do that, so I'm gonna try to figure that out in 2022. So expand my shop, get it going, and hopefully buy a house are my plans for 2022. We'll see if any of these things come true. You know, I feel like when you make New Year's resolutions, a lot of times they make you make them not stick because you put so much pressure on yourself to keep your New Year's resolution that it ends up failing. But I'm hoping, you know, I'm just hopeful. And hopefully in, wow, we've already been married for that long. So if April It's only 5 months till our 1-year anniversary. That's insane! That's insane! That is insanity. So it's only 5 months away for our 1-year marriage anniversary. That's crazy. I feel like we just got married. Yeah, I try not to make too many complicated plans for New Year's because it's all on you. It's not like, oh, New Year's is gonna spark something else in you. I do want the reset of like, it's a fresh year, we can take on anything. But it's also kind of scary to put that pressure on just because it's a new day. I feel like I look white cast under here today. I think I put too much concealer. Like this side doesn't look as bad. This side looks a little too white. I don't know. Oh well. I'm not fixing it. I already powdered now. There's no fixing it. But yeah, I think I want to keep my plans simple. I would love to know your plans, like your goals for 2021, even if they're simple ones, like lose 5 pounds. I'll take any goals in the comment section because I feel like they're really inspiring and they're things that I wouldn't think about personally sometimes, and I'm interested to see what everyone else's goals are. So leave them down below. Oh no, I put this on while my mascara was still wet. And the black kind of blurred into my waterline when I put this in, which is not good. Also, this is Exit by Colourpop. Just like my go-to staple white eyeliner. So here's with white eyeliner in and without. It opens it up so much. Like, it's truly the ideal eyeliner. Ow! When you don't stab yourself in the eye. Which is like the first time I've done that in months. I don't know. It's because I'm talking. Oh, so why do we always make this face when we do this? Who said we have to do that face? Because I feel like it's instinctual at this point. And also I'm really still enjoying the white liquid liner under here trick. Because it makes my eyes look so much more bright in the inner corner. It draws the attention away from my lack of under eyes. Like my under eyes are sunken in really deep compared to my cheekies. But not when you have the white eyeliner on. It doesn't look as bad. I still need to handle this hair situation. I think I'm going to tackle that tomorrow. Because it's yellow. And by the weekend, I want to have like my hair in place I want it. Look at this beautiful gray. And then it's just dirty. It's so disappointing. It's really disappointing. Also, I don't know what kind of lip to wear with this. It's like a really cute neutral look. And then also the highlighter I put on my lid for the shimmer is super subtle. Which is nice considering I'm just going to Best Buy later. And then pet store. Pet store for sure. We want to get Akasha some, I almost called her Aurora. Why would I call her that? I almost got, we want to get Akasha some little rubber toys because she still has kitten teeth. We think when she's teething and she's going to get her grown teeth, she's going to need some teething toys. And we don't have that many rubber cat toys around here because the rest of them don't really like those. So we want to get some rubber toys that don't have catnip in it since she is a baby and has no interest in catnip. But we want to get her some baby teething toys for her. And then, of course, Best Buy for my phone. Which they say is like half the price if you activate it in the store. What is up with that? Like, it's an unlocked phone, right? But if you want to buy it unlocked and just walk out of the store with it without setting up your number or plan or anything, it's like double the price. Like, what is up with that? Just because they want to do the services there? Seems kind of like a ripoff. I feel like phones in general are a ripoff. When I see everyone getting the next version of phone every time a new one comes out, I'm like, why? Like, why? Like, why do you need the newest thing? Oh, good morning, Akasha. We were just talking about you, baby. We were just talking about you. She just woke up, so I need to feed her. Alright, guys, so off camera, I fed Akasha and put on this androgyny liquid lip and a pair of earrings, brushed my hair. That's a mess. But anyways, I didn't have any goals in this video for 2022 as far as my YouTube channel because I don't know what route I want to take. I like doing a mix of lifestyle stuff in with my beauty stuff, of course. But I think I want to start a series, and I want to start a successful series. I think that's what I want to do this year for 2022 anyways. Not this year. This year's almost over. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next one. Also, don't take any of my complaining about things very seriously. There's just things on my mind I'm willing to get off my chest, you know. So, thank you guys. I'll see you later.